Hi guys, Blade Angel here. Quick update. My car's base color has finally been changed. The color is Opulent Indigo from KPMF. I will put the color code on screen for anyone right now who also wants to do the same color. The point of this video is to focus on obviously the color, the wrap, and the accents that are done on the car. I've also started to put some Lambo mods back on it. That will be for a different video another time, where it's basically me turning my real life car into a Grand Theft Auto themed car, because you know GTA 5 combines, you know, two cars together. So that's what I'm going to do to my Vette. Don't worry about some of the Lambo mods that you see on my car, because there's gonna be even more once we're totally done. So let's jump right into the wrap. So aside from the color, obviously KPMF. I like KPMF. Holy crap, way less orange peel compared to my factory paint. You look at my factory paint, that thing had so much orange peel because it's GM paint. Like, what do you expect? It's Chevy quality. They put the same paint on like a Malibu probably. Like, yeah, it's called Corvette Racing Yellow, but it's still just a regular Chevy yellow at the end of the day. So obviously KPMF does wraps, which is what I went with that today. Wraps in general have less orange peel. KPMF unfortunately does scratch fairly easily, and in the heat it takes a little bit longer to heal. But since I put XPEL on my car, so you can see on my fenders, I put some XPEL, which is also known as paint protection film, which is basically self-healing film. So if someone tries to key my car, scratch it, it can actually just heal that damage with just heat and like warm water. That's not an invitation to ever abuse someone's car, by the way. If you have a friend who has an expelled car, or you know someone who's an expelled car, that does not give you an excuse to abuse their car, okay? So do not go around keying people's cars that you know just because they're expelled, because it's still rude, obviously, but that is the point of it, is to protect it from that damage, but also rock chips. I drive my car a lot. My previous bumper, tons of rock chips. Now let's talk about the design. So if you looked at this design long enough, I don't think I've actually mentioned it in my announcement video, because I was probably way more mad than I should have been in that video, because there's a lot of building hate that I was saving for several months. But now I'm entering kind of a happiness phase, because people have shown support for this, and I'm very glad. It's based off of Ferrari FXXK Evo. The Evo, here it is, that's a picture of it. Very beautiful car. I don't have $10 million though. So I wanted to have a car that looks similar to it that could actually go in my garage. So the Corvette, I noticed, had some similar body lines. We did have to adjust it, so obviously the Corvette on the side. Every Corvette from the C2 onwards, including the new C8, actually has a body line that stretches around the whole car. So I just said, let's just follow that body line. Let's just highlight that with white, because my car doesn't have the big swooping side vent that the FXXK Evo has on its side, so we couldn't make the white, you know, curve up like it did on that car. So we just had it just follow the stock Corvette body line, and it looked fantastic. It was a fantastic result. The front of the car does look a lot more reminiscent of the Evo, and that's where you can tell I definitely got most inspiration from. Now, the Evo has an Italian flag right here where the carbon stripe on it is. Obviously, I can't put an Italian flag on my Corvette. I know some people with C8s have done Italian colors on their car. I'm not going to judge them for their decisions, alright? But I think it's kind of weird. I ended up doing red, white, and blue for America. But the very observant viewers, as well as these European viewers, are probably like, Bladed, that's a French flag. And yes, you are absolutely right. I did not realize that until, guess what? Today, the moment I picked up my car, it clicked in my head, I saw it in person, and I was like, oh no, that's a French flag, because I did it for America. I'm keeping it. Reason being, Louis Chevrolet actually lived in France. I believe he was actually born in Switzerland, but he lived in France, so he was of French nationality for the most part. He had a lot of French heritage, and most importantly, if you didn't know this, the stock, that's right, the OEM stock Corvette badge actually already is, it's inspired by a French symbol, the fleur-de-lis. The fleur-de-lis is actually inside the badge too, so it works out. Definitely it saved me, so I'm actually very happy that of all the accidental flags I could have used on this car, it was the French one. Now, the reason we did red, white, and blue was because the Ferrari, like I said, it has 3 stripes. I tried to do stars, so here was my prototype attempt. I couldn't. As for the rest of the car, this car not only inherited a color similar to my old Mustang Cali, it also inherited a bumper issue that Cali had. So Cali, people always made fun of me when they saw her at meets. One side of her bumper, I think it was her driver's side. Pretty sure, yeah, it was. So her driver's side hung down low. Unfortunately, my Corvette does too, because when you go to a wrap shop, they disassemble, take apart all your bumpers. I've taken off the transmission vent on this car. I tried reaching in there. It turns out all the orange tabs, they're aligned. Everything's lined up perfectly. This is just a result of me taking the bumper off 12 times. And that's just the reality of when you take your bumper off too much and it starts to sag a bit, because I did transmission work. I did, obviously, we have the custom exhaust tip, which you actually have to take the bumper off too. Same thing for taillights, the bumper has to come off, and then for the wrap it had to come off. So like, it just over time of me just doing that, probably did this. I want to keep it for 5 years because we have it PPF'd also. That is a bit wishful thinking, but 3 years minimum, because I'm doing so much work on it. Lucina still needs to go on. She will go on it Monday to Tuesday, so we're not done yet. We still have a lot more to do. This was just kind of me touching base, telling you guys this is what we've done so far. This is where we're still gonna go. I love it personally. The white accents, really beautiful. I love the carbon fiber striping I did. I've never been a fan of, you know, full carbon roofs. So as you can see, we actually covered up. My roof is authentic carbon fiber, but I actually covered some of it up. That's actually good because parts of it unfortunately got hit by rock chips, and those parts are now covered by wrap, so you can't see those parts. And I have actually expelled over it and ceramic coated it, so it is now protected from future damage. Now that's definitely a hard lesson learned. If you have exposed carbon on your car, I would recommend XPEL because it's just gonna get beaten up over time. A really small detail, I actually chose to body match the A-pillar. So for some people who've been looking at my car this whole time, it's like something about it just feels strange. That's probably what it is. The A-pillar is now colored in. So every other Corvette that you've seen, they actually have black A-pillars that just match their windows. This is such a weird detail, yet it looks beautiful. It makes the Corvette have a really different, it's a totally new body line is what I'm saying. This is a line that your eye would have ignored in the past on literally every other Corvette, not just for the C7, the C6s do it too, and I believe even the C5s did it. I love this color. I'm excited for all the upcoming content, and I really wanted to enjoy this wrap probably for like a week or more, but because of how the scheduling happened and how absolutely crunched this is, unfortunately, I only got to see this for one day. I only get to see my car like this for one day. And I know someone's gonna comment, but Bladed, it looks better like this. Don't ruin it with Lucina. You still have time to stop. That's no fun. Let's be real. If I left my car at this, no one cares. It's like everyone and their mother has seen a wrapped Corvette by this time of age on the internet. In order to be unique in this day and world and automotive industry, you have to escalate, and I'm Weebvetting, bro. You cannot stop the brakes on this Weebvette train. I'm escalating all the way. We are putting an anime girl on a Corvette on the sides of the doors, and she gonna be huge, bro. It's not just gonna be like a cheap window sticker that I did last time that was like $40. This is this entire thing, by the way, is gonna cost $5,000 for this current wrap plus Lucina and all the XPEL and paint protection film and everything and all the labor. This was very expensive, so I better not see someone say, oh, this is just a cheap sticker like it was last time. No, it is not. We're going full Itasha, and if you do think I'm ruining my car, that will not stop me, because like I said, I'm purposely just ricing it. I'm trying to build something controversial that I personally enjoy, actually. I don't think it's controversial, but after trying to pursue this, I realized how controversial it is. So many wrap shops rejected this. I'm very glad to know that I found a shop that was willing to take on this mission. This entire product actually turned out better than the video game, because obviously the video game doesn't have custom mods, so you can't see what the diffuser would look like and so on and so forth. The color is definitely different. I originally was going to do 3M Cosmic Blue. We ended up going with KPMF because 3M discontinued the color. Tomorrow it's going to be in shop. I'll keep you guys updated middle of the week with how Lucina is going. I'm going to film Lucina in shop. I'll actually be helping them put Lucina on the car because it's a good friend of mine who I've known for several years, so it's going to be a fun experience. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. If you're new here and you want to keep up with everything that's gonna happen, make sure to subscribe, because if I get 500,000 subscribers by the end of this April, I will also do an anime wrap on the Miata, but the Miata will get a lewd one, an absolutely cultured one. So the Corvette we're keeping classy on purpose. I won't even put anything on the hood of the Corvette, believe it or not, because I like the hood design way too much. I love the FXXK Evo striping. I don't want to ruin that, but the Miata, bro, I will ruin my Miata. I do not care. That thing is gonna go full weeb. If that's something you want to look forward to or force upon me, you best be hitting that subscribe button to keep along. So I absolutely appreciate it. This is a controversial project, probably the most controversial car on the internet at this point, even more so than Alex Choi's, because we took an American car, we're putting a Japanese sticker on it. I made it sound European and also put a European design on it, because also, if you don't know, I have 180 headers. So if you're new to this channel, I basically made it where my Corvette has a flat plane firing order, so it sounds high-pitched like a Ferrari. Here's an example of it. So if this absolute abomination of a Corvette is something that piques your interest, or the future Miata that I will be doing too, as well as other future endeavors, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, show your appreciation. I absolutely appreciate the support myself, because this is tumultuous times for me. We're waging war against the automotive community, doing something as stupid as this, but I want to pave it forward. I want people to know we can do this. Us as weebs and even as non-weebs, we can unite together and make rice nice. See y'all next time. Bladed Angel out.